End Times and the Secret of the Mahdi by Dr. Michael Youssef, Ph.D. The Army of 200 Million. As we have seen, Revelation is written as a series of themes, not a chronological narrative. For example, there is a section in Revelation 9 that relates to these events in Revelation 16. In Revelation 9:14, God tells the angel with the sixth trumpet, "Release the 4 angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates." John goes on to say, the 4 angels who had been kept ready for this very hour and day and month and year were released to kill 1/3 of mankind. I believe the release of the 4 angels in Revelation 9 and the drying of the Euphrates in Revelation 16 are the same event. In Revelation 9:16, John makes an intriguing statement. The number of the mounted troops was twice 10,000 times 10,000. I heard their number. Now, I have to admit that I funked math in school. I'm not joking, I really did. But I can use a calculator, and I worked out what twice 10,000 times 10,000 means. 200 million. To put it in numerical form, John is talking about 200 million soldiers. That is a shocking number. In fact, John himself finds it incomprehensible. That's why he says at the end of that verse, I heard their number. Revelation 9:16. He's saying, in effect, I know. I can hardly believe it myself. But that's the number I heard. No nation on earth has a standing army of 200 million soldiers. In fact, when John wrote this prophecy, the population of the entire world didn't equal 200 million people. Today, the largest army in the world belongs to the People's Republic of China, about 2 million soldiers. That's 1% of the army John describes here. I believe there can only be one explanation. The 200 million soldiers John speaks of can only be demonic forces. There's another important symbol regarding the Euphrates. As you know, the Garden of Eden was located by the Euphrates. So was the Tower of Babel. The Euphrates region was the cradle of civilization, and it will be the grave of civilization. In Revelation 16, John describes what he saw immediately after the angel dried up the Euphrates River. Then I saw 3 impure spirits that looked like frogs. They came out of the mouth of the dragon, out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. They are demonic spirits that perform signs, and they go out to the kings of the whole world, to gather them for the battle on the great day of God Almighty. Verses 13 to 14. 3 unclean spirits proceed from the mouths of Satan, the Antichrist, and the false prophet, the unholy trinity of the end times. Impure or unclean spirits are demons, and frogs are a symbol of uncleanness. In Persia, frogs were thought to carry plagues. Among the Jews, frogs were seen as messengers of Satan. These frog-like demons go forth to deceive humanity, and they will fight in the battle of Armageddon. There is a significant intermission between the 6th and 7th bowls of God's judgment in Revelation 16. There, the Lord inserts a parenthetical statement, and it's a powerful one. He says, "Look, I come like a thief. Blessed is the one who stays awake and remains clothed, so as not to go naked and be shamefully exposed." Verse 15. I have heard this verse quoted as a warning to be ready for the Lord's return, but I think the lull gave it to us as a message of encouragement. This verse always blesses me. It tells me that even though the world is plunging headlong into depravity, we can trust God. Don't lose heart, don't lose faith. The Lord will come like a thief when the world least expects him. If the words "I come like a thief" sound familiar, it's because Jesus made a similar statement to his disciples. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come. But understand this, if the owner of the house had known at what time of night the thief was coming, he would have kept watch and would not have let his house be broken into. So you also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. Matthew 24:42-44. The Apostle Paul used that same metaphor. You know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. 1 Thessalonians 5:2. And the Apostle Peter used it as well. The day of the Lord will come like a thief. The heavens will disappear with a roar. The elements will be destroyed by fire, and the earth and everything done in it will be laid bare. 2 Peter 3:10. We should heed every word God tells us, but when he makes the same statement 4 times in his word, we really need to take notice. The day of the Lord will come like a thief to those who are spiritually asleep, but we who are alert and watchful know it's going to be a great day.